We're back in business, baby. And this time, I'm actually going to be able to clear the deceptively difficult welfare team core suppression. I say. And hopefully that's also true, what I say, but, you know, we'll see. It was a lot harder... Oh yeah, you're the thing that we got. It was a lot harder than I remembered it being. Most certainly also because of mods. But now that we've actually done Gebera's core suppression, Sayaka being unable to melt down will help a lot, because we just cannot deal with pale damage. Like, there is no way for us to deal with pale damage when it is, you know, doubled or tripled or whatever it is that Haset does. Nevertheless, and this mission does happen in the background, I know that much. Just like the Bina mission happens in the background, so we're gonna be fine. We're even gonna get that done at the same time. I'm fatal to Yuri damage? I suppose so. That's loud. That's loud. Alright, has said. Let's see what you've got this time, because the only things that can actually melt down now... I mean, you're gonna be a problem. Because you deal a lot of black damage. And I kind of have to figure out who can deal with that. I mean, you are 0.2 resistant. I don't think we're gonna get much better than that. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get much better defenses than that. Yeah. So if it comes down to it, you're gonna have to do your thing. Also start ringing the bells. But I really am just excited to get the core subversions out of the way so I can play normally again. I just want to have like one normal day where I don't have to worry about gimmicks and stuff. What are you drawing? Also, the music will calm down pretty soon, so I think you'll get more fitting background music soon. Yes. That's very exciting. Isn't it? Now we're just gonna hear bells in the background the whole time. You need to get more attachment. How are your stats? You need justice. I guess you don't need justice, but you could use it. You realize the music is diegetic? In what sense? It's questionable whether it is or not. In my opinion. Both. Okay. As long as we can survive deep sea metal, I don't see much of this. I don't see this being very difficult. I guess they did do that. I don't know. I don't know how much I trust Limbus on Lobotomy Corporation lore. They already retconned risk levels. Which one? Yeah, Honorio is alive again. Because... Oh yeah, I actually did figure out why Everett died. It was the well. It was the well. Everett died because of the well. And it was very unfortunate. It's always the well. It's never not the well. If someone dies mysteriously and there's no body anywhere, it's probably the well. I really did create an awful abnormality. You can't even tell when people die because of it. Really? There's one. I feel like they always spawn more in Central Command somehow. I'm like, surely I got them all now. But no. Without fail, there's one I miss. Yeah, the clock, I'm not worried about the clock because we've seen that it's pathetic. We've seen that it's absolutely pathetic and worthless. I was like, why is this going so slowly? And then I realized I didn't have 2x speed on. That's why. That does explain things. Okay. Spores. I mean, we don't really need to do anything about that. You're not gonna go work somewhere else. You're actually not gonna do that. Stop that. Are we executing all the clerks? Because we have way too many things that react to clerk death. And I just don't want to deal with that. For one, we have Mr. Tentacles down here, who's gonna get angry if his tentacles manage to kill enough people. And we have the well, and we have this guy. We have Flower Cluster as well, actually, as far as I remember. Yeah. Flower Cluster also responds to death. And I think a few more, but I'm not sure. Also, we should slowly start building the shelter's counter up, because we're gonna have to have it maxed out later. When we get to Binna's quest. So I'm just gonna do that now. I would not kill the clerks, actually, because the benefits are useful. But at this moment, the benefits do not outweigh the risks of having them around. Otherwise, I would keep them around. I do like to keep the healing efficiency ones around for a bit. As long as I can. Like the safety team clerks, that is. But I mean, training team, who cares? 5%, not doing a lot. Leave. Enter. Yeah, okay. Winter. It's a winter wonderland. This is going very slowly. Come on, speed it up a bit. Leave. Enter. Leave. Enter. Leave. Enter. Very good. Leave. Enter. And now we're almost done. There we go, maxed out. We're gonna have to do that with a few others as well, but we can work on that when we get there. Oh yeah, you're also you're also death sensitive, aren't you? No, actually not. Oops. I thought it was, but I guess not. Evidently. It's not like I'm gonna complain about that. Depression is pretty chill. It's only if you make it mad that it's a problem. I guess we should work on you to get... I don't remember. No, repression was good. Just so we can get the knowledge. The knowledge. Wow, it spawned a bunch of clock hands and nothing happened. Incredible. Well done. I almost got scared. Oh no. I just realized that I wasn't even paying attention to, like, the damage types up there, because at this moment they don't really matter that much. But they will very soon. What a bizarre clock. More like a bizarre cock. Oh! Oh, oh. I am so funny. Doubt. Okay, red and pale damage. Don't let me work with deep sea metal. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a very bad joke, to be honest. You're spored up right now. So you're taking red damage. We cannot allow the infection to spread. kill them all. They're getting so freaking spored up right now. This is not good. Where did you go to work? What did you work on? I guess Eternal Smile was probably what you worked on. Okay, red and pale damage. Red and pale damage. Everything will be fine. It would be funny if that damage also applied to, like, the enemies that we fight. That would be pretty neat, I think. Oh, now you can walk around with the bell. That's right. I love that bug. It's a good bug. It's happened quite a few times, actually. Surprisingly often. Down. Down, 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 down. Now we have bells everywhere in the facility. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe anymore. Work with the clock. Oh my god. I guess those flowers do more damage than I thought, or it's the increased red damage taken. Oops. I guess... okay, the blue flower is scarier than I thought. Then. At least with this active. Well, we're just gonna not look over there, I think. I'm not restarting for that, is what I'm saying. They're not important characters anyway, they weren't that powerful. And I had no personalities thought out for them, so I don't really care. But that's rough, buddy. Yeah, nothing very important was lost, no. And at least the spores didn't spread anywhere else. Okay, let's just not get red damage and the noon, because that's gonna be pretty rough then. Bruh. Okay. Well, some people will definitely not be able to really handle it, so we're just gonna do this the right way. Although they are just gonna die to bells, so am I concerned? No. Okay, red damage is not being increased, so that's good. Who's doing work? You are. But that's because I told you to. Not because you wanted to. Who has the second bell? Some other guy. Julian. Yeah, they will die. There's not really much to be scared of here. Good. We're halfway there. Why are you uncontrollable? Oh, you're going to the well. Okay, anyone else? Or just you? Also Julian. No, that's because of the bell. Leojin is also going over to the well. Or is Leojin? Don't. And don't. I said don't. Okay, thank goodness. That was very close. There's not much of a bell pun to be made, no. That was a very close well moment right there. That's that's actually an incredibly low chance for that to happen. Because both of those have fairly high, no, extremely high prudence. Which means they should be able to resist it, and both of them got pulled, so that's... That's a rarity right there. Rare moment. Okay, I should be careful here. That I don't accidentally send someone to work on something that will kill them. Which the flower cluster absolutely will. It will absolutely send someone to their death. I heard someone died. Oh. It's just these things. Can you no longer ring the bell normally? Doesn't seem like it. I think you broke. Yeah, okay, nobody else died. It was just the clock. So that's good. Bam, 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 bam. You're gonna die. I keep thinking this thing deals white damage. It doesn't. It doesn't deal white damage. Persephone. Are you kidding me? You switched to autumn just at that very moment. Did you have to? Did you really have to do that? Okay, well, she's not gonna do anything. Unless it's white damage that's being boosted, she's not gonna be able to do any damage. So I'm not worried about it. I am gonna kill the last clerks that remain, though. Where's that sound coming from? Oh. I forget the execution bullets make sound. Swound. Source. And sometimes it scares me a little bit. Din, 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 din. Din. Din, 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 din. Okay. All clerks are dead. There can be no more accidental things happening now. So that's good. Yeah, you just can't ring the bell anymore, huh? It just broke. But you are still capable. Okay, I'm not gonna proceed because it might switch to white damage and then Persephone will actually be a problem. So I'm just gonna wait until she's done. And I'm also probably gonna have to deal with deep sea metal, which I'm not looking forward to. I should have just ignored the spores, I'll be honest. That was a bad choice. Alright, Persephone. We're all waiting. Not even with bated breaths, we're all just waiting until you're done. Come on. There she goes. I mean, that did do quite a bit to you. But still, not even enough. Okay. Yeah. And black damage is being boosted, so this is gonna be... interesting. We can ignore Laniakia because it doesn't do anything when it breaks out, really. Come on. That was a lot of damage. Just do a good job and you'll be fine. Please. Hold on. Fuck you. You have a Clyboth of 2. It's fine. You'll survive this. Okay. That's one deep sea metal survived. Oof. Okay. I'm concerned about the next one. But it is what it is. Also, your Clyboth counter, you're not going down for some reason. That's interesting. Hi, Laniakia. You're gonna get over here and you're gonna die instantly, if you even make it. The hamster looking Abno, I don't think I've ever actually had its Clyboth counter lower to 0. Yeah, I think it just kills someone. That's what it does. It just kills a random person in the facility. That's all it does. Mr. Hamster. Mr. Hamster. Do 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 do. Okay, let's just. Also, I don't know why your Clypoth counter isn't going down. This vexes me. Persephone. Oh, Persephone. Why art thou, Persephone? You can't read? How so? I mean, I know a lot of people have trouble reading, but what is the context in this case? No, the name is Mr. Hamster. You were correct the first time. Yeah, the text is quite small. You cannot be blamed. Okay, it's time for another wave of meltdowns. Here we go again. Okay, black damage is not being boosted. This is the perfect outcome, actually. This means that this is not even scary. And we can ignore them again. This is perfect. Also, I think I am just gonna do the thing where I skip the last meltdown level, because I do not want to deal with the red dusk at this moment, thank you. Also, I'm amazed nobody has died because of Flower Cluster sending someone to... Where are you going? Wherever you're going, you're not going there. You're going in here, actually. Yeah, I saw you. Don't think I didn't see you. Actually, you're not doing that either, because that's red damage and that's scary. But yeah, I'm probably gonna set up a meltdown level skip, if possible, because I think that's a lot easier than trying to deal with the red dusk. Lania Kia. I don't like that white damage, actually. That's scary. A lot of things are scary at this moment. Okay, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna need a lot of works to be done to get through that, actually. So maybe not. Yeah, as long as red damage doesn't get amped, it's not going to be a problem, but I have a feeling red damage will be amped, is all. Knowing my luck, is what I'm saying. I hate the fucking clock because it makes the same sound as when someone snaps their neck, and I keep thinking someone snapped their neck. No, it's always maximum 3. He's not that mean. And also, it's max 3 at the point where you no longer need to generate energy, so it kind of doesn't matter. It's really just the first 4 or so that are the 4 or so meltdown levels that are actually difficult, because you have to generate energy. But if you have all the energy done, you can just, you know, work on these 2. I'm a fucking yapper. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna set up a skip, because it's just too much. I mean, it's possible. How many employees do I have? I do have just enough to skip if everyone goes to do a work. And I didn't even count these 2, actually. So yeah, I do have enough. I'll probably just do that then. Okay, stop ringing the bell. I mean, they don't need to survive the work. That's the whole thing, because it's just gonna end immediately. Yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. Do you even count? I don't think you count. Yeah, they can die during the zoom in, so because the game is fucking stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. It is kind of stupid that can happen, to be honest. One, two, three. What a wonderful world. You're just gonna teleport so you can work with Persephone. I guess we don't have you work with anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $16 actually, yes. 1, 6. Okay, this should be enough. Alright. Go for it. Clown time. Is this gonna be enough? 1, 2, 3. I think it's not gonna be enough. God damn it, I'm stupid. Whatever, go do that. I thought I counted very explicitly. Did I not put you on? Oh, because you got fucking lured by Flower Cluster. If Flower Cluster is the thing to fuck this up for me, I'm gonna be pissed off. This was a genius plan. Okay, nobody's died yet. Nobody will die either. We're fine. Yeah, Flower Cluster just screws up all plans all the time. We just need one more work to happen. And it would have happened if it wasn't for Flower Cluster. But because of course. Okay, but everyone's doing really well on their work, so I'm not concerned. There we go. And nobody died. Except for, you know, those two that died. And I guess someone else too. Who? Okay, I guess we're gonna see who died accidentally. God damn it. Please don't be GU. No, it can't be GU. God damn it. Okay. The city... Okay, well, that's just normal. Okay, well, these are all too normal, so we're just gonna do this. I was just doing it like they taught me. Once someone enters, they never return. The huge machine crawls. It still remembers that era, that roaring era, that long, silent era. Okay, we got some good ones. This one is spelled wrong with taught, so I'm not sure if that's going to be a good one, but either way, it sounds cool. Once someone enters, they never return, and the huge machine crawls. Okay, let's do, they all sound quite good. Let's see what we get. What the people will. The will of the people seems to have decided. that it will be the middle one. Yes. Once someone enters, they never return. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. The middle one is another one of mine. And it might suck slightly, but we'll see. Please, GU, don't be GU who died. It can't be. I don't understand why it would be. Yeah, limit of fortitude is raised. Memory repository day. This is a good day to test things. GU is alive. Okay, I don't know why you died. I have to assume it counted the day ending as a neutral result, and then they killed themselves. So I'm sorry that we lost you. I don't I don't even remember your name. But that's slightly sad. Okay, you need to not have he armor anymore. Yeah, thank God it was not GU, but we did lose that weapon from the Guardian doll, which was a pretty good weapon, it must be said. And also we have to hire Corbinian now. Also to deal with my abnormality that's here now. And that's gonna be interesting. So actually we should not put Corbinian down there. We should put someone more, slightly more durable. Now there, you can be put there. You're doing okay, you just need to train attachment now. Samuel, you can probably be moved down to records. You deserve a promotion at this point. I sure do. Yes, I do have that nugget still. Something like that is probably better. I would like to hire more. We're slightly lacking. There it is. My little creature. Which nugget is your favorite of this playthrough? Jiu Chenmu. It is not even a question. The jellyfish. Did I ever tell you what the jellyfish did? Or did I just show it? I guess this fits. Laniakia and the jellyfish together. That's quite a good combination. I don't think I explained the whole deal. But you'll get to see it now. So that's fun. I did make a YouTube post about it, yes, I'm pretty sure. It was back in, God, I don't even remember how long ago I made it. But, yes, we're just gonna figure it out. Together. What do you guys think I should start with? Which work type do you guys think I should do? It does look slightly comfortable in here, yes. Also, 8 plus Aleph Ego in possession, I have 22. Let's do Insight. First come, first serve. Now let's see what happens. Its tentacles secrete liquid. That doesn't seem too good. The puddle underneath it continues to fill endlessly. Samuel is beginning to feel lightheaded. Yeah, that white resistance is quite high. Well, that was a neutral result. Let's see what the managerial guidelines has to say. When the work result was good, the Clypoth counter lowered. Smile. Let's try something else, huh? Let's try to repress, perhaps. Also, no, this is not an Aleph. Samuel's nose fills with a powerful aroma. It does not respond despite Samuel's best efforts. Samuel is beginning to feel lightheaded. You don't want to leave, do you? Neutral result. When Elena panicked during work, she walked into its tendrils and disappeared. Afterwards, the Clypoth counter lowered. Employees of Temperance level 3 or lower immediately panicked when ordered to work with it. Agent 2 panicked while in the same department as it, ended up walking towards it. Upon reaching the containment unit, they mindlessly wandered into the tendrils and the Clypoth counter lowered. Wonderful. In the same department, by the way, not facility. So, you know, it being down here is quite good. For me, positioning-wise. The containment unit is filled with an oppressive smell. Samuel stares at its cloudy, beautiful bell. Are you happy? Whoa. The game just started lagging big time. Why? Okay, we're good. When its clapback counter hit 0, all employees in the department took strong white damage, and it escaped. Yeah, this in Tiff's department is probably the worst place it can be. While suppressing it, employees in the same room as the abnormality took strong white damage at intervals. Nearby employees who panicked, or those who were in its path when it passed, disappeared into the tendrils, never to return. Yeah, repression is low, but you kind of want it to be low, because you want it to be common. The jellyfish does mean business. We'll see if it ever ends up escaping. That'll be interesting when it does. I don't know what to do now because there's no quest going on, so I guess I just do normal work. And a bit of grinding, I suppose. Are you happy? Cloud 9. There it is. This was one of my first abnormality concepts, actually. Also, it doesn't have a bad result. It can only be normal. This was one of my first abnormality concepts that I came up with. And it took me some time to actually put it in the game because some of the mechanics... Coding a breaching abnormality is kind of difficult. But I did have this concept in mind for a long time. And now it's in the game. And I'm quite happy about that. It cannot have bad results. It is impossible. It can only be good or normal. And the range for good is quite high. Like, that's sensitive. I did buff it slightly after release a few months a month or two ago, I think. Because I realized it wasn't really as scary in the state it was in. It had a Clypoth counter of 3 for 1, which was way too high for it to ever actually be a threat. Getting a good result was actually very difficult. I feel like I've kind of struck a better balance this time, but we'll see because I haven't playtested it in this way, you know, when you're actually playing the game. So we'll see how dangerous it is, because I mean, this is still pretty close. 13 is pretty close to a good result. But I did kind of want it to break out more often, or have a higher chance of breaking out. So I'm gonna see if the balancing changes I made are actually, you know, effective, and not too bullshit. Triple kill. But it's always hard because it's difficult to playtest in Lobotomy Corporation, because when you're kind of focusing on that specific abnormality when you're modding, you might miss some stuff sometimes that you don't think about, like when you're doing everything else at the same time. And I'm sure that Flower Cluster will absolutely send someone in here and get a good work result, and it's going to be awful. And that is just not something you can really account for from a balance perspective. Unless you, like, play the game with the abnormality 3 times or something, with a bunch of different abnormalities in the facility. You just kind of have to vibe it out. It's mostly vibes, at least for me, when I'm coding. I'm like, does this feel too strong or too easy? When I'm playing the game, does it feel like it is possible for me to die because of this effect or that effect? And sometimes I say yes, and then it's not actually yes, and then I find that out later, and then I just make adjustments. It's not that big of a deal, but it is fun. It is fun because this game is absolutely not balanced, and especially the mods are not balanced at all. So I'm kind of just pretending that I can create some semblance of balance in this game. I don't know. It's fun to think about. Persephone! God damn it. But now we have 3 of my abnormalities in the facility. So that's cool. I think thinking about balance in this game is a fool's errand. The bone, the jellyfish, and the well. The well is mine as well. The Heart of Aspiration. Jiu Chenmu. And also... Agent en route? I don't think so. Not anymore. Okay, let's kill more clerks, shall we? All my clerks are dead. Push me to the edge. Here we go. Who jumped in the well? Nobody jumped in the well. Yippee! That means it just didn't manage to actually pull anyone in. That can happen also. That's also pretty rare. But there is a small chance for it to just not pull anyone in. It just fails and then it's sad. Why is this common now? Okay. The well when it's in a good mood. Yeah. That sure is a high result now. We don't want that now, do we? I'm not going to intentionally make it break out, because it can actually be somewhat disruptive. Also, I'm quite happy with the story I wrote for this thing. Samuel is hearing things. At least we have, like, the perfect person to do work with this, because this is, like, the best white damage resistance armor in the of all the modded things that we have. I was about to say of the entire game, but this is very much not the game. Okay, I guess that's kind of dangerous until Persephone is done. Yeah. Okay, Persephone actually did something that's dangerous. Wow, Persephone actually did something dangerous. Persephone got a double kill. Okay, so I guess that's the dangerous part. When there are clerks left. Persephone got so pissed that the jellyfish who was functionally better than her showed up. And she locked the fuck in. Nobody will be a better sanity nuker than her. That's her whole thing. This damn jellyfish stole her whole flow. Triple kill. Sick and nasty. Oops. All I see is a scoreboard. Dun, 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 dun. Lots of clerks are dead. I'm not counting corpses, I'm counting score. That's me, baby. That's all I do every day. Racking up kills. Or stacking up kills. I don't actually... Whatever. You know what I mean. Hey, Honorio, you better, step up your game there, buddy. Persephone! Oh, Persephone. Closer. Very good. More. There's more work to be done. You again. And who else? Nobody else. Okay. Sure. You should also ring your bell, actually. Don't think you can protect them, Hana. Don't think you could protect their lives with your puny intellect.
You fool! You foolish little...
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Death. Foolish samurai warrior. Oh, almost a quadruple right there. That would have been huge. Triple. This game's crazy. Wow! I should do instinct work, shouldn't I? Today I believe I shall do instinct work with Cloud 9. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, Oberor. God damn it, Persephone. Surely nothing bad will happen when you do instinct work here. If there was an agent in front of many clerks, how many clerks would it need to be for you to shoot it? That entirely depends on how many... who the agent is. As well, that's an important factor in this. That's a very pretty new Abno, thank you. I made this one myself. Well, the well is happy. Go work with depression. Let's say recently hired agent with strong but replaceable gear. Then it would need to be like 4. Everett. Everett died. Huh? Oh. Oops. Okay, we're very early on. I should have rewinded to memory repository. I should have just memrepped, because I could have just bought that gear back, but whatever. Persephone is in a mood today. I think I'm in the mood to not want to think about her. Is the thing. She's been incredibly pissed since Cloud9, you're right. It has to be. It has to be the color palette. The pink, slightly blue-ish tone. I mean, it's stealing her whole flow. Let's do this the right way. My way. If they just work together, yeah, I mean, they do kind of function in similar ways. And their effects play into each other. Not you. You. Okay, okay, okay. Kill. Murder. Persephone. It's turning to summer, isn't it? Yes, it is. Which of the search hasn't broken out in a while? I've been pretty good on that. Hey now. Okay, well that's a good result. That's one Clypath down then. Why did your Clypath not go down? No, okay, it did. I forgot it was after it's after the countdown. I thought it was broken. I thought I thought it was just bugged. That would have been really funny. It's just after the countdown, and I'd forgotten about that. Agent en route? I don't think so, Julian. I don't think so, Julian. Yeah, don't break on stream, you're gonna embarrass me. Down, 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 down. Persephone. She is really a ramp-up abnormality. In the later days, she becomes so much more annoying because you have to do so much more work, which means she'll trigger her effect so much more often. And you just have to pay attention to her constantly. And I guess sometimes she can just nuke your facility if she gets lucky. So it is kind of funny how she just gets exponentially worse to deal with. I feel like Persephone is the same level of maintenance as me. You also need constant attention every time someone has worked with someone else for 7 times. Is that what you're saying? If someone hangs out with someone else 7 times, you get pissed? Do. Someone's got to give Ober some attachment work. That does seem... that does seem necessary. Okay, Dawn is coming. And Persephone wants attention again. God damn it. Okay, you better fail all of the next... Okay. Well, we're gonna have it break out, I guess. That's gonna be fun to see. There it goes. It is immune to white damage, so the bells will not work in this scenario. And most of, I guess, yeah, and it's in a bad position because we can't really corner it here. And if I get in front of it, it's gonna be a bad time. Though we do have ranged options. It's not too tanky. I'm just gonna have to wait for it to get out of where it is right now. It is kind of funny to see the immune. I do wonder who's actually the best at dealing with this. Out of all the ones we have. It's not gonna be you, because you're gonna teleport in front of it and die. Which would be really funny to see happen. But would not be good. Do we actually not have a good weapon for this? I guess that has to be you. But you kinda need a good pale weapon. And I'm pretty sure this one also changes position. It is immune to Persephone as well, that's true. But Persephone is also immune to it. Okay, it's coming over here. Hi, Ferris. Look at it's my Cloud9. It's out and about. Okay, we do really need to have it turn around. Please turn around. Please be done with your pathfinding. I don't think it wants to be done with its pathfinding. She is cute. I mean, as long as I... Okay, there we go. It turned around. Are you too slow to actually hit it? I think you're too slow to actually hit it. That's funny. That's very funny. And you're just gonna teleport into it and die. So I guess it's gonna have to be GU. Yeah, that does fine. I like that you can see the outline of the of the PNG image. It does get more dangerous when there are clerks around for it to eat. So it is good that I have killed them all already. You know what would be funny? Seeing the rabbits do this. No, because they would absolutely kill it instantly. Now that I think about it. She's so tanky. Okay, getting into an elevator with it is not a good idea. If it suddenly decides to just turn around. It wants to go home. It wants to go back home. It's actually, no, it's turning around again. I love how slow I made it. Alright, I have the backwards clock. I almost forgot about you. Good job, Giu. You're doing great. All good. Don't do that. Don't go that way. There we go, it's dead. Okay, yes. It does have a mechanic, a hidden mechanic, where if it, every time it absorbs people, its white attacks get stronger. Which is also why it gets more dangerous when there are clerks around. Because it can just consume a bunch of clerks and then turn into a roaming white damage nuke that's very tanky. But if it doesn't get to consume anyone, it's actually quite chill. Then it kind of just walks around. So considering I've already killed everyone, this is fine. I did already absorb the clerks myself. And the doubt is dead. I'm sure that Cloud9, like many other WoWs, is a lot more dangerous if you get it early on, not when you have a team full of Aleph agents and basically are unkillable. That is my conclusion. You will not go wherever it is you're going. Also, grinding on this thing is difficult. But I do really want the weapon. Will Persephone want attention soon again? Probably. Probably very likely soon. Okay, you're gonna have to wait until it's autumn. There you go. Thank you for waiting. I can get the armor now, that's extremely good. Me when I get the extremely good armor. That's awesome. Yay. Armor. And hat. Pretty good hat. With the weapon equipped at least. Persephone! You're broken. I do like the suit. I think the colors are pretty. And jellyfish hat, which is just great. Get your brain sucked out by a jellyfish. Ain't that the dream? Okay, well, I'm ignoring the flower. Who's going to do work? I guess no one. I don't know when it decides that someone will do work or not. It's strange. The flower cluster is weird. Sweepers. It's possible we won't even have to meet them. And also they will be extremely easy to kill. Wow. Look who it is. It's the goddamn clock again. Wow. Imagine I'm saying wow in the way Hong Lu says wow. Wow. That's incredible. Give me the weapon. Give me the weapon. I want the weapon. I want the weapon that I have created with my own 2 hands. Quail, 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 quail. It's almost sweeper time. Sweeper time. Let them come, I say. We can kill them very quickly. Whip. A whip. It's a whip. A cool whip. Look at that 5% work success chance increase. Evil. Evil. Trickery. Jelly whip. They will perish. Goodbye, sweepers. I will proceed with the day. What a good day. More abnormalities. Okay, let's go. This is just an abnormality. XXXX days have passed, and I'm the only one here with an unbroken memory. No, I am alone here. And the many show— oh, nothing there! I mean, I'll put nothing there on the poll. I assume we're probably not gonna get nothing there, but it's cool that it's here. So this is just an abnormality. XXX days have passed. I'm the only one here with an unbroken memory. No, I'm not alone here. And doggy. All pretty good options, I think. It does look like we want the one that's just an abnormality. I don't know why you guys want it. It's just an abnormality, so I don't see why this is going to be special. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hello? Hello? No, man. Alright. It does look like you guys want the abnormality. I mean, out of all the options you could have picked, you pick the one that's just an abnormality, really? You have received a voicemail. It is just an abnormality, though. Hi, Hakma. Invoke her. Erase her. Binna. We are moving up in the world. On day 42 now. Because we have John Abnormality in the facility now. And we can hire another person. Susan. Welcome to the team. You get the obligatory ecstasy ego. It is, by all accounts, one of the better ones we have. Does this have... When a certain abnormality was present in the facility, resistances were increased. Additionally, if damage is taken repeatedly from the same entity a certain amount of time, all damage taken from that entity is reduced to 1. That is ridiculous. We're giving it to Geo. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous, actually. What do you mean all damage is reduced to 1? What the fuck do you mean by that? And it's 0.2 resistant to everything. That is insane. Alright then. It's just an abnormality. It's an Aleph, probably. 25, 10, 10, 15? It's just an abnormality. Don't worry about it. Look at those fucking resist. I mean, that suit does look pretty good on Gyu. I think this is gonna have to be the final Gyu fit. I don't think it gets much better than that. Okay, let's figure this out, eh? Honorio, attached to the abnormality. Overwhelmed. What? This is the first time Honorio has seen it, I suppose. Honorio thinks it's an abnormality. You think so? Its temperature is a bit low. If it really doesn't have a threat, maybe it's just suitable for working on. I like that it deals white damage, like an incredible amount of white damage, and then it deals red damage. It might be an abnormality. Insight. Oh, and now it's an Aleph all of a sudden. Oh my god, is it random? Is it just completely random? This thing is pretty cute. Okay, Pepper is about to die, though. Or not. Every time an employee enters its containment unit, its risk level, work damage, maximum P box generation, and fear level will change, but the employee will still retain a bit of sanity if they received overwhelmed or reverence fear damage. I see. If the work result is good, the employee will receive a random positive effect. Literally 3 HP left. If work result is bad, the employee will receive a random negative effect, causing them to die, panic, or sabotage the facility. And neutral, I assume, does nothing. So it just... Wait, this is actually really good because I've been looking for an abnormality or for a way to change risk level during the day, and this one, if this one actually does that, that might actually help me with that mod that I'm trying to make. So that's really good. Because I was trying to figure out how to do that, but I couldn't figure it out. But if this one just does that, then that's gonna make things quite easy for me. Well, that's quite funny that it's just an abnormality. It's Carmen. You might not like it, but this is what P. Carmen looks like. Burrowing Heaven? Nah. Not even close. It's the abnormality icon. Okay, well, Giyu would be good for this then, because Giyu has incredible stats. It's an abnormality, it generates Encephalon. We don't have to think about it. I wonder what its story is. I really want to know what its story is. An abnormality, nothing else can be said. I will assume that's it. Look at that, it's sticking its tongue out. Ji Chenmi gets an impression of it. Maybe. It's just an abnormality. That's all. Why is the game lagging so much? Jesus Christ. Calm down. Whoa. Whoa, relax. Relax, video game. There we go. If the result is good, there is a 1% chance to receive a random ego gift. Just any? Oh, it doesn't have a weapon, a suit, or a gift. That's kind of sad. It's probably not because of the bells, I don't think. You should stay down here. I wonder if there is a way to get a weapon from it, somehow. I don't have 8 employees with temperance above 100, really? I guess not. Then I should work on my temperance with some characters here. Time to just train temperance all day. You two are both above 100. Yeah, I guess you're not. Technically, you're not, obviously. You're above 100, you're above 100. Yeah, I think we'll be fine if we just train a bit of or attachment. Ring, ring, ring a bell. These lower departments have been very interesting in the abnormalities that have shown up. That's for sure. Cloud 9. We have the ocean in Hakma's apartment and a whole ass party in Binna's department. Yeah, this is a strange collection of abnormalities. This is just kind of pastel chill town. But dealing pale damage now. But it doesn't really matter because GU is fucking immune to all damage. I saw that many times on the manual. It's just an abnormality, that's all. Here they come. Oops. Good thing she can teleport. That's a lot of fucking boxes. Oh wow. That was a good result. Did you get a positive effect of some kind? I guess you did. I don't know what. -2. I guess that's also just random. I'm going to love the image for this abnormality. I trust you on that. If I don't love it, I will ban you. Forever. So, Riku, get ready. Or Ferris. One of you get ready to ban. I better fucking love this thing. Or it's over for you. Wait, these also change. Bruh. That's sick. Also, we can get 2 of this armor, by the way. That should not be allowed. Good evening, Elaine. How are you doing? We only know that it's an abnormality. Oh god damn it, Persephone. We're busy with an abnormality right now. We got Cloud 9. We got an abnormality. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. I mean, it's alright. Don't ban them, by the way. That was just a joke. Oh my god, there's more. Okay. I thought that was gonna be it. But there's more. Oh, and the icon changes. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I need to look at the source code for... I need to look at the code for this thing. I'd ban you if I could. That was awesome, and you're a sick fuck for not squeeing like a delighted teenage girl. Honoria thinks an abnormality is an abnormality. You might be right. It is quite silly, I have to admit. Persephone? I do need to keep an eye on you. So I don't just completely ignore you. It hasn't killed me yet. Oh my god, I almost killed Carpinian. Doubtful. Okay, it's cute. I was expecting more, is all. You know? I was expecting slightly more when it got hyped up like that. I mean, because it's fine. It's cute, okay? No, it's adorable. It's adorable. I can't be a grump all the time. It is kind of cute, isn't it? Exactly like the flavor text said. Now say I love it. Well, I don't know about that. It's actually kind of... I don't know. It doesn't quite have the sauce. Look how cute it is. Now it's an Aleph with a maximum PE box of 23. That's awesome. I love it. It's sick. And nasty. Is there any point to work with this? Yes, I do think you both are kind of angel devil coded. I think I picked the right mods is all I can say. Keep working on attachment. Don't be What? Oops. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's meant to be. They're reaching out for each other. And she's gone. She did not. She did not fuck with it. Persephone got shy. Okay, I do kind of have to get out of the way. I think we should let it roam around for a bit. It just needs to stretch its legs. Whoa, the game. The game is lagging. Who died? Who are you killing? What is happening? That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to be a thing. What are you doing? Cloud9, what are you doing? You good? I think I gotta send the rabbits in there. Expansion level insufficient. Oh no. What happened? Did it run into one of these things and break? Is that what happened? I have it specifically coded to not respond to abnormalities, but if these are coded as if these are not properly coded, then that might be a problem. The game is running at 5 frames per second. Going to the light you. Okay, well that's something I will need to look at, if that's a bug or something else. God damn. Please kill it. Okay, I have a better idea. Hold on. I'm just gonna suppress it. I think I'm just gonna suppress it. There we go. I don't know why that happened. It was killing something a lot over here for some reason. And I'm not sure why. Okay, I have not seen anyone report that bug, and a lot of people have this mod installed. So, I think that must be conflict with another mod that had... I think it was probably a tentacle. I must assume it was a tentacle. But yes, it was definitely killing something a lot over here. So that's interesting. I mean, it's possible that I found a bug from my own mod, but I think people would have reported that. I just feel like that's something they would have mentioned at some point to me. That, you know, that happened. So I have to assume it is a conflict with a different mod. Yeah, the game does seem to start lagging a lot when these officers appear. So I think it's just kind of having trouble with that. Too many entity instances spawning. Ignore the flower. Bruh. Okay, it is lagging again. Is it did a thing spawn? Or is the game just starting to give up because there's too many mods? I would not be surprised. Go farm. Actually, don't go farm. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't. Oh wait, you have... I can buy stuff from you. I can get the whip. There is an ego suit for just an abnormality, but not sure if it's implemented. That's possible. It might be a case of you can only get it through console commands. Some mods do that. Wow. Common. Cling, 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 cling. You're too good at working with this thing. Samuel does not want to leave the containment unit. Armor acquired. Weapon acquired. Okay. Let's get this day over with, shall we? It might be a 1% chance. Who knows? The process of understanding. I think Piper teleported to work on something. Yeah. Where are you, Piper? I can't find Piper. Yeah, I have a feeling the weapon might be console only. Good job. They're dead. Huh? How? How are they both doing work on the same abnormality at the same time? Okay, Samuel is done, and okay, Piper is also done now. Okay. No, both of them are fine. But one got a good work assault, so I should probably just end the day here. I guess they were having a moment. I mean, it was Flower Cluster. Okay, all of these are non-modded. All of these are non-modded. Let's get the portrait, I guess. Hi, Binna. The bucket. The bucket. No, there's not a mod that skips tools. There's just not a lot of tool mods, unfortunately. Alright. Well, we have almost everyone maxed out. We didn't unfortunately get to do that mission, but we can complete it for sure. this time around. Check to see if I have the gear. I'm not seeing any gear. Oh, well, that's something. Is that the gear? Ego by others? Interesting. Yeah. This armor's resistances are related to the damage the wearer receives. When the wearer receives damage above 5, the resistances will rise, and vice versa. When receiving damage, this armor's level will become the attacker's higher level. Interesting. Oh yes. Definitely. Definitely. You have 100 and everything. And you. You look so cool in that armor, though. Booby, though. Hell yeah. Nerville. No, it's all quite good. Okay. I probably won't play more today, but I will read the abnormality logs for an abnormality. Paranoia Star. No, I did read that one. And Cloud9, because, you know, I gotta read my own stuff. Oh, and also the Cloud9 weapon. Almost forgot. Almost forgot to actually take a look at that, you know? So first of all, the text here. Wait, who you are is defined by objective evaluation. We define abnormalities as fantasies, don't we? Before being defined, they're just a bunch of unbeknownst anomalies. I suppose that is true. Whip. If the target is vulnerable to white damage, deals an additional 3 to 6 black damage on hit. A whip akin to a jellyfish's oral arm. It lashes onto the wielder and refuses to let go. Toxins are secreted from its surface, ensuring that the user is in a constant state of bliss. Those who are whipped by the stinger find themselves writhing in agony and jealousy, for they may not partake in oblivion, and it will drive them mad. Very nice. Very nice. Who will have the whip? You look whip-like. Occasionally deals 5 to 10 black damage to the attacker when hit. The material is gelatinous and translucent. Wearing it makes you feel like you're constantly drenched in water. This suit will forever protect the wielder from influences on the mind as they forget how to even think. But all others who come into contact with the fabric find themselves writhing in agony and jealousy, for they may not partake in oblivion, and it will drive them mad. Yeah. Susan, you are partaking in oblivion right now. Not cool. Okay, and then lore. Cloud 9. 1 second. Cloud 9 takes the shape of a giant floating jellyfish with a vaguely cloud-shaped bell and long tentacles which act as a curtain concealing the oral arms, reaching down to the floor of the containment unit. The tentacles follow a gradient of blue which appears to shift from time to time. The pattern and hue of the coloration is never fully consistent between observations, while the bell remains a clear, transparent blue color. Cloud9's tentacles and oral arms constantly secrete a liquid toxin with psychochemical properties. This secretion pools underneath it in a puddle. Attempts to remove the puddle are meaningless, as a new one will soon form. This pooling causes the toxin to fill the air of the containment unit, and prolonged exposure can have adverse effects on the person's mental state, including but not limited to hallucinations, lack of focus, disassociation, etc. Observation of the space within the dense oral arms is impossible, and any attempts to enter the space have failed due to the test subject's disappearance within the space. Once someone enters, they never return. Their bodies are also impossible to recover, even when Cloud9 moves from its original position. As of now, furthering testing is prohibited due to its nature. Excerpt from Counseling Log, Employee Sergey. I don't think it's that strange that people choose to stay in the containment unit longer than they need to. I've only been sent there a few times myself, but it's pretty relaxing. They tell us that we shouldn't breathe in too much while inside, but it's not like the stuff is dangerous. I don't see how it's any different to the enkephalin we're given to calm down now and then. Just a bit more effective and fast working. We're always under pressure, so being able to dream away for a little while isn't so bad. In fact, why don't we just start using that stuff it secretes instead of enkephalin? That would save on production, right? And it feels better too. I hear some people smuggle it out anyway, but that might just be a rumor. End excerpt. While employees are directed only to observe Cloud9 and not interact with it or the liquid it secretes physically, some have taken its general passiveness as a sign to take initiative, or in other cases have sought out the high that the toxin can cause. Cloud9 normally does not respond to outside stimuli. However, in the cases that it registers that there is a need for it, it will respond. In these cases, it will breach containment and roam the hallways seemingly without purpose, secreting its toxin and putting employees into mindless trances, swallowing them into its tentacles. Excerpt from Counseling Log with Employee Recovered from Cloud9's Trance. Employee Jacob. When it all feels unbearable, I can sometimes hear it beckoning me. I know other people who've felt the same. It knows when we're vulnerable. You've seen how people sometimes walk into its tendrils, right? Well, that's what almost happened to me, but someone snapped me out of it. It's that stuff it secretes. Once you've inhaled it once, you'll remember that feeling forever. A part of it remains inside you no matter what you do, and it'll call out to you when you're at your weakest. I don't know what happens when you go inside, but I think I can imagine. It's a release. They were asked to clarify. Like a way to escape from this place? Working with it, you get a taste of that freedom. Can you really blame the thing then? It just wants us to be free from this hellhole. Some people just give in immediately to that call. Some say they're weak-willed, but I think they're the smart ones. End excerpt. Notice, any employee exhibiting delusions that a salvation can be found within Cloud9 must receive immediate counseling to ensure such a mindset does not spread. It's almost like you're on Cloud9. Hey, I wonder how I came up with that name. Alright, and then an abnormality which had more lore than I was expecting. An abnormality. Nothing else can be said. Every time we work on it, anything can change, thus observation logs are rendered useless. According to the logs, once it looked like a young girl, another time it looked like some horrible creature beyond description. However, the one who wrote the log said, "All those depictions aren't real. I just don't know why I have those impressions in my head. Its preferences will change along with its appearance, so which type of work should we choose? It's impossible to remember an abnormality's actual appearance." The camera always shows it as the abnormality example picture from the corporation's manual. There's no difference whether the cognitive filter is on or not. What the fuck is Cloud9? Cloud9 is a saying that people use when they're extremely happy. Yeah. It's a term commonly used to describe happiness, exactly. Experiment record. 2 employees who have learned biology and art before were ordered to copy down the abnormality's appearance. Cameras were placed in order to monitor the employees more clearly. As the first employee enters the containment unit, when he saw the abnormality, his body started to shiver. He carefully observed the abnormality, then drew a humanoid figure on a piece of paper. He finally produced a picture depicting a menacing creature with sharp teeth and large horns. The second employee was nervous when he entered the containment unit, but when he saw the abnormality, he let out a sigh of relief, then started drawing happily. His drawing was initially believed to be a human face, but it turned out to be the abnormality example from the manual. "That's the drawing right here!" with a smile expression on its face. To make sure whether the abnormality's depicted expression was affected by the employee's reaction when they entered the containment unit or not, we ordered employees performing works on this abnormality to draw its expression. However, the abnormality may be happily smiling while the employee is overwhelmed by fear, or visibly angry while the employee doesn't show any signs of fear. It seems like its expression may not be related to how much it frightens the employee. We don't have complete knowledge about what will happen when performing work on it. It turns out that it will grant some positive effect to the employee when it's feeling good, and if it feels really bad, it might kill the employee or damage the facility. The method is simple and clear, just don't let it feel uncomfortable. We wish all employees a successful day. Just don't let it feel uncomfortable. Doesn't really matter what it actually is, doesn't matter what it actually does. Just do good work and it'll be fine. That's kind of funny. Alright. I'm definitely done for the day. Thank you everyone for watching. This was very fun. And I'm glad we got Welfare out of the way. And that I got to show off Cloud9, even though it completely broke that one time. But I do like Cloud9. I'm happy with how it's turned out. It might not be the most dangerous abnormality, but I think in the right facility and under the right circumstances it can be. And you know, in a facility where not every single employee is overpowered with armor that makes you invincible or weapons that kill things instantly. You know, in a more balanced world, perhaps it would be dangerous. Anyway, at least I got through Hesed's core suppression in one try this time. And with acceptable losses. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.